In the last video, I showed you about if and else if and else. In this video, I'm going to show you a while loop. The best way really to learn it is to step in and just do it. So we're going to start out with the variables. In this little program, we're going to have 3 variables. We're going to have 2 int data types and 1 character. Okay, these are our variables. We have num, which we set to 0 because that'll be inputted later by the user. And we have total num set to 0 because we're going to add that. We're going to actually accumulate numbers. And we have a character data type which only accepts 1 letter. So now we have to set a primer for a while loop. So we're gonna have to print out to the screen Alright, this is our primer. You ask the question if you want to step into the loop. And you end the line here. This is another way to end the line. You don't have to do this. You could just simply add that for an output like this. Okay, so since we're asking them if they want to step into the loop, I actually forgot to, let's put yes or no. There. That way the user knows. You have to make this as simple as possible for the user. You always have to think as the user as the dumbest person that you've ever met. You have to pretty much walk them through this. So it'll input y or no into ands. And we're gonna start the loop. We're gonna use the keyword while, and we're gonna use whatever the user inputted. So if it's y, it'll step into the loop. We're gonna ask a question. Oh, there you go. Give me a number. Okay, now we're gonna put that into num. And whatever number gets put into num is going to be accumulated in total num. So this is how you would do that. Total num plus equals num. Okay. What's going on here is you're telling the computer to take the number that the user inputted, and to accumulate that into total num. That's what the plus equals is. I mean, there's other ways to do this. I guess to make it more understandable, you could do it like this, like that. That way, you know, it adds the num to total num, and that's what it equals. We'll go ahead and leave it like that for simplicity, I guess. More easier to understand. Now, we need a way out of this loop. If you don't put anything out to get out, you will be stuck in this loop. It'll keep asking you and asking you and asking you without ever stepping out. So let's not make that mistake. Let's print out at the bottom. You would usually use the same thing up here. So you just copy and paste it down here. And I mean, we can ask a different question, like do you want to stay in the loop? There. If they say yes, it'll come back up here. Since we have ands to equal to yes, it'll do this whole thing over and over again. It'll keep doing it and doing it and doing it. Now, okay, our loop is done. Now, we're gonna, once they press no, and they put as many numbers as they wanted, we're gonna print out the total that comes out to. So we're gonna have to print out that out. There. If you've noticed, you can't use this right here when you're printing out something like this. This is only valid for comments. Okay. So now let's pause it so that we can see what's going on. Okay, now we're ready to try out this program and see if it works. Alright. Okay. Here's our first. Here's our primer. So we're gonna say yes. We want to step into a loop, right? Give me a number. We stepped into a loop, and now we're gonna put a number. I'm gonna put 12. Do you want to stay in the loop? Okay. So it already did this process. You just don't see it. Let's say yes. Okay. Takes us back up. This time we're gonna do 10. Do you want to stay in the loop? This time we're gonna say no, and hopefully we can get out of the loop. There you go. We got out of the loop. Ooh, wow. Yeah. Okay, it's 22. As you can see, first time we did 12, and then the second time through the loop we did 10, and it added that. It accumulated it, it printed it out, and it gave us 22, which is the correct number. So you can grab a variable from inside the loop and print it out, or use it in other way that you want. Yeah, this is the basic on how to use a while loop. You know enough now to actually do a little program. So that's what we're gonna do in the next one. We're probably gonna do, I don't know, a lemonade stand or something. I don't know, I'll think that. So play with this and get familiar with the while loop and the if. Yeah, good luck with that.